This word, refocusing for triumph, I've told you that triumph simply means victory, celebration, winning, all this. And refocusing is from the word focus. And what does focus mean? It's a central point of attention, central point of attraction, or central point of concentration. For example, look at me now. If I am looking at this speaker here, I'm looking at this speaker now, and I'm like this, looking at the speaker, my point of focus now is on this speaker. You may be saying, Mommy, have a look. Look at the picture we took yesterday. Have a look. I'm still looking at the speaker. It means I'm not focusing on what you are saying. My eyes are here. So I'm focusing on this. This is my point of attention now. That's focus. And when you are focused on something, or you are not hearing, please, media people, sound man, please, can you do something? Do something to the speakers. Do something to the speakers on the galleries. I think we tried to do that. Please do something to the speakers on the gallery, please. And the people under the gallery as well. God will help you. God will help you, because myself standing here can't do anything about it. I'm calling on the people who will do something. That is true. Focus. And focus means central point of attention, or attraction, or concentration. You find out that in life, people do from time to time concentrate on something, or their attention is drawn to a particular thing. And when somebody is focusing on something, this focus now is not only just you. It's not just you coming and looking at something and saying, I'm focusing on this. No. The focus may not necessarily be your two eyes. It means that your point of emphasis. Where are you? Know, there are people that emphasize, let me say, some people, there are people that dress. You find out that they will tell you that, I don't mind anything, but you see shoe, I don't joke with shoe. Some people will say, no, I don't really mind shoe, but you see bag, I don't joke with bag. Some people will say, I don't really mind bag, but if you see dress, you see their point of focus. It's not that they don't carry bag, but their point of focus is not on bag, but that. So it's not a matter of you looking at anything. So there are people who focus on something. You may look at somebody and you call the person your enemy. It's not that every time you are seeing the person, but in your heart, you feel that whatever is happening to you is caused by this person. So your concentration and emphasis is there is somebody you are calling. So that is where your focus concerning the issue is. So this focus, when you see somebody having attention somewhere or concentrating on something and so on and so forth, you will discover that it's a matter of mind. It's a matter of mindset. So when people concentrate or begin to look at somebody or maybe suspect something or begin to talk somehow, confess somehow, feel somehow, fear whatever, what happens is that whatever is being manifested is as a result of what their mind is telling them. And whatever their mind is telling them is based on information. You know, when you receive certain information, or you have certain knowledge, or you find yourself in certain environment, or you move around certain circle of a company, or you come from a certain background, or maybe you attended a particular institution, or you find yourself living in a particular city or village or so, all these things contribute into making you see life the way you see it. Say things the way you say them. Because the environment has a way of controlling you. And then what you hear and what you see has a way of controlling you. And so it's a matter of mind. So you find out that sometimes you see somebody, the person will stop talking to somebody. And you say, what is it? You say, I know that he or she does not love me. And how do you know? I'm suspecting something because this and that. Why are you suspecting? Your mind is telling you something. And sometimes you overhear something, and because of that, you are doing whatever you are doing. So you find out that focus, wherever somebody focuses on, or wherever somebody is laying emphasis on, or where the person is concentrating on, is very much dependent on the information at hand, or knowledge at hand, or experience the person has gotten. Now, so many people have done many things. They have focused on the wrong thing. Some people have focused on the major, on the minor, instead of the major. They majored on the minor and minored on the major, as a result of what is available to them. And because of this focus and experience and knowledge and environment, many of us have had things bad. We are struggling because we are focusing on the wrong thing. And when you are focusing on the wrong thing, is because the information available to you is wrong. Automatically, when the information or the knowledge that you have is not able to measure up with the real thing, of course, definitely you will focus on the wrong thing. And when you have central attraction or emphasis or interest is in something that is not supposed to be, you will keep going, making mistakes. Some people are struggling now. They are laying emphasis on something without knowing the roots. For example, you may see somebody, the person may have a skin problem. You may say, hey, let me just rub something. Maybe the skin problem is not just because of what you are seeing. There is a virus or something that is responsible for whatever you are seeing on the body. And so it may not just require ordinary rubbing. It may require something like antibiotics to kill whatever is bringing about the problem. So, and then the focus is on the surface. But when the person receives information that this thing you are seeing is inside, that is why it's showing now, then the person will change and know that it's not just on the surface. Information matters. And because of that, some of us, we have focused on the wrong person, thinking the person is our enemy. We have focused on the wrong way, thinking we are moving on the right way. And we have focused on irrelevancies. And at the end of the day, we turn to blame somebody. I will give some examples of those things as we go on now. But I want to tell you that when we are talking about refocusing now, what we are talking about is that in the process of events, you have focused on something for many years. There are some of us now that have had one knowledge and they have been doing one thing for the past how many years they have been doing it. Some people have been asking why. Why is it that I have continued to make effort? All the struggle, after struggling and struggling like an elephant, you eat like an ant. And at the end of the day, almost very close to having success, everything will collapse. And you are asking why. And because you are asking why, you are like suspecting so many things. I don't know what I have done. People don't like me. They hate me. God is not seeing what I'm passing through. Everything is just going somehow. Why is there quarrel in my family? You know, my husband is not understanding. My wife is not cooperating. And then the next thing is what we have been managing to make ends meet. I don't know why poverty is really, really, really disturbing this family. And then to you, every effort you have made, every effort your husband has made, every effort your child, your son, your daughter, they have made, nothing is like working. And so it's somehow affecting you. So you're asking this and asking that. And some people, for you to reach the height of promotion, something will happen. You will start all over again. There are people that are talking. Now, sickness is there. Health challenge is there. And you are checking, what is that? Right now, you have this health challenge. There is a thing that is coming to your mind. So sometimes you find yourself feeling somebody is really working against my health. Somebody is really working against my health. And so you may not, even when you are taking medication, your mind is not in the medication. Why? Because you are focused on the fact that this thing is not a medical issue. This thing is more spiritual than physical. You know? And because of that, it affects you, because so many things follow psychologically. The mind is very important. When your mind is not right, do you know that when your mind is shaky, you can't carry your body? But when your mind is strong, even when you have overworked yourself, your mind, your spirit can carry you. So you find out that when you are not focusing on the right thing, as a result of circumstances surrounding you, you keep suffering. Right here, as we are seated, some people quarreled in their house before coming. And some people are saying, so this is how we are going to continue in this marriage, continue in this family. So, and then you have been checking, there is a place, your focus is that this man, something is wrong with this my husband. Something is wrong with this my wife. Then maybe you are suspecting the other woman, suspecting the brother, suspecting so many people as being responsible. That's one. You know, sometimes one or two suspects may be right, but generally they are wrong. Generally they are wrong. But you have lived in suspicion for many years. And then some people now, even business, you are doing business. Any business you start will collapse. Anyone you start will fail. And you are saying some people don't want me to progress. Why? The knowledge you have is such that some people don't want you. So you try this business, you try the other one. You are in one business now, and that one is not really succeeding or progressing. And you are there suffering unnecessarily. So all these things happen. Some people try to get admission. It's not easy to come by. And people who gain admission, they are not passing very well. In your job, you are not receiving adequate pay. In one way or the other. So many things. So many people have different things in their mind. But then, what happens is that when you receive another information, when you receive knowledge, or maybe you change location, or you change the circle of people that surround you, you may hear something that you have never heard before. You may say something you have never seen before. You may understand something you have never understood before, which will make you say, okay, is that why I have been mixing this cake? I have not been getting results. You have been mixing, you have not been getting right results because you are focusing on the sugar, not knowing that you may focus on the margarine. So, when you receive information, it makes you to shift back, turn left or right or 360 degrees as a result of information or knowledge. And when you turn, you change from where your focus is to check it from the other angle. It means refocusing. You are now changing from the formal point of attention or concentration to another one. That change is called refocusing, because you are no more on this line, you are on another line now. And that refocusing will now enable you to progress. When we talk of triumph, if you remain where you were before and continue with what you are doing before, you will still be getting the same results. Not until you get information. You say, no wonder. I have been doing this thing for years. I never had this. Now, thank you for this information. You change. Now, you refocus what you are doing. And before you know it, you begin to get results. And from the results, you progress. You progress. You are being uplifted. You are progressing. You are succeeding. Life is better. This and that. And just like that, it continues. So that is what God has come to do for us here. What God has come to do for everyone in this convention is to refocus you. Everybody here, you are going to be refocused. In one way or the other. Touch somebody and say, you will be refocused. Touch another person and say, you will be refocused. Now touch yourself and say, I will be refocused. The refocus will come your way when you are willing. Whenever you are coming for this kind of program, you be expectant and say, God, I am going to Shiloh, my Shiloh, and I'm not going to go back as I came. I'm very much expectant. I'm ready to receive. I'm ready for your touch. And when you have this in your mind, I tell you and I tell you again, that at the end, by the time you leave here, definitely there are things you begin to do. There are things you will drop. There are things you will add. Because of knowledge. In the book of Hosea 4:6, the Lord said to us that my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. And when you don't have knowledge, you find out that you are destroyed. Your days of crying are over. And your days of struggling, they are over. Why? Because you are going to be refocused. In the name of Jesus. And I want you to know something. Now, in this very convention, there are things you will hear, starting from this night. Anybody that stands on this very altar, listen very well. Things you will hear will help you. And I encourage you, everything you are going to hear, put it in practice, and you will see what will happen. You know why I say you should put it in practice? After reading Hosea 4:6, you will discover that he says there, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. And he went further to say, because thou hast rejected knowledge. It's possible for you to hear knowledge and reject it. Now he said, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children, because thou hast rejected knowledge. In other words, it's possible for you to hear knowledge and reject it. But my prayer for everyone is that we shall hear the knowledge, we will not reject it, we shall receive it. And when we receive it, it shall bring a turnaround in our situation. In the name of Jesus. Now, the first knowledge you need to hear so that you refocus and take your mind away from, hey, why all this suffering? I'm dying. This thing is too much. I can't bear it any longer. I don't know what I have done. Has God forgotten me? People don't like me. Listen, I hear one. And we start with one. One is this. My children, there is something everybody here needs to hear. And that thing is this. Sometimes you hear people, they feel and they say, the problem is too much. I'm passing through challenges, this and that. Remember, you have to know that there is nobody in this life that will be free from challenge. Take note of that. Nobody in this life will be free from challenge. Because the Bible made it clear in the book of Job. He's telling us that any man born of a woman is of few days and full of trouble. So we have to know that since you are born of a woman, we shall face trouble. So get ready to face trouble. If anybody looking at me, if you don't want trouble, die today. If you die today, trouble in this world will end. Then you go and face the other one. Because nobody knows the trouble over there. But the one here. So there's no way you can run away from it. My children, listen, let me demonstrate something to you. You see challenge, for your information.